Josh Wright, 1-1 draw then for your boys here against Woking. Proud of them after this one?
Just said to them there, the week that they've given us as a group to a man in there is absolutely sensational. You know, to go 3 games unbeaten. I know it's 3 draws, but all three games well in the game, and for chunks of the game, and a big one today as well, looking like could win the game. We had some fantastic chances and opportunities. Don't get me wrong, they had theirs as well. They had their moments, but I thought today again, the way they handled it, the way they played out, the way they worked, and the way they ran and closed down and chased and dealt with Woking's threats. And then in terms of our play and the chances that we created, honestly, I couldn't be prouder of that team. I've just said to them over there in the huddle, and I'll say it, I don't mind, I'll be open about it. I'm burying my granddad on Monday, and they've made it a lot easier for me. A lot easier, because it's been a tough couple of weeks. Big family man, but what they've given me showed me pride, showed me courage, showed me strength, and they've given me absolutely everything that I could ask out of them. And I couldn't be prouder of them, and they deserve it. They probably deserve more. And I can go on in, I could talk, they probably deserve more. I felt we could have and should have won the game with some openings and opportunities. We had some real clear-cut chances. I need to see it back. I don't want to talk out of turn, but I think the penalty's very soft from what I see. I was a little bit shocked that the whistle even went. I can see and understand, I'm going to be quite generous to him here, I can see and understand how, not so much why, but how he gives it, because obviously Aaron gets caught a little bit and then he's so eager to get back and he just gets his body back into that area, and then the kid's either felt something or thinking that he's in and around him and he goes to ground. But as a player, I know what that is and how that happens. As a referee, I don't think they quite do sometimes, and that's the problem where it lies. But look, that's been and gone, but look at the reaction. Look how we reacted. Could have gone 1-1 straight away, and then within a few minutes we go 1-0 again. And Monks has got that quality that he brings to this team, and they were sensational again today. Yeah,
Monk obviously got that equaliser for you last Saturday, and he's coming up with those moments. Obviously there was a little deflection on it, but I think it came from a little back heel from Aaron Cosgrave, and he, was so keen to try and sort of atone for his error as well. And like you say, as soon as you conceded, you were right on the front foot and looking likely to get back in the game.
Yeah, I think there's 2 things to what you just said there. I think, yes, Monks has got that, and he's got serious ability. And pull a rabbit out of the hat is what I said when I signed him, and what he's shown us so far is exactly why we signed him. And then on top of that, let's not take out the build-up to the goal and the team goal. There was some nice passes going on. I think it was Toby who played a lovely ball into Aaron, into the box, asking question, Aaron composure to be able to set it off to George. And sometimes when you work hard, or more times than not, when you work hard and you give it everything that you've got, you get a little bit of luck. So I actually didn't think it was going in, but a bit of a deflection took it in. But before that, is it from the throw in nice and quick. George puts it looks like it's going in. I don't know what happened there, if it hit the post or it was cleared off the line, but we were asking questions and then and creating moments. And the second thing I wanted to say on top of that is the difference of this team to what has been a lot in recent months, if you like, is the reaction. Is when you do go 1-0 down, it hasn't gone to 2s and 3s and we've lost the game. If we have gone down, we've pulled it back and we've ended up getting something out of the game in the last 3 games. And it's the reaction and the mentality and the mindset that's changing in there in the changing room. And that's a big thing that I tried to and wanted to do from day one. And that's exactly what's slowly but surely coming to this team now, and long may that continue.
Yeah, you talked on Tuesday about instilling belief and believing yourselves that you can get out of trouble. And it felt like at 1-1, your fans over on the far side were the ones kind of making the noise and believing that you were going to get that winning goal. They're starting to believe in your team now as well too.
Well, I think they can see it, and that's a credit to the boys, because they're proving that and showing that. It's all good and well me standing here and saying it and doing it every day in training and around the building, but the boys are the ones that come out here and they're suddenly showing that belief, and they fancy it. The boys in the change room fancy it. They still believe that we can give this a right go and get ourselves out of the trouble that we're in. And all of a sudden the fans are seeing it and buying into it, and when that starts to happen, you start to see a lot more positivity and you start to see a football club going in the right direction. So we have to keep doing that. We have to keep showing them. This is 1 week, this is 3 games, but we have to build on it. Said to them, we've got a platform now to build on and a base to build off, and that's exactly what they've got to keep doing. They've got to keep building the blocks, keep stepping up every single day, not just game day, every single day when they're off, when they're in, keep moving on, keep stepping up that ladder, and hopefully keep pushing this club in the right direction.
Just a word on a couple of individuals, because of course you had to make wholesale changes at the back due to those injuries and suspensions from midweek. Domi as well in that one-on-one battle against Ward, I thought had a cracking game, and Aroha in the middle of the pitch as well, young lad on loan from QPR. Just a word on the centre halves, because you had to really change that around completely, and you obviously had the two guys missing from Tuesday.
Let me say something, and I wouldn't have brought it up if it hadn't have been brought to my attention what you just said there. What we're dealing with at the moment, every single day, and I mean every single day, is the word I want to use obscene. I'm not sure, but it's wild. Because we're dealing with something different. And if I stood away from this camera now and pulled any staff member, whether it be my right-hand man, David Kerslake, or anyone associated with the football club, they'd say exactly what I'm about to say. It's something different every single day, every single evening, morning, every single training, match, whatever it might be, that we're having to deal with. Am I going to stand and moan about it? No, because it's life. It's part and parcel of especially being involved in football and as a manager. But it's difficult. So every time I want to pick a team, every time I want to arrange training, every time I want to sort something, and every time I want to look for something different changes and is out of my control. So I don't know if I said this Tuesday night, I said to Kers in the week, is it because I'm dealing with now 40 individuals every single day or more? And he said yes, but he said he's never seen something like this. So I had to shuffle my pack. At one stage I was driving in on Thursday or Friday, and I had 4 out of my back 5 looking likely they wasn't, in terms of, if you want to call it, the back 3 with the wing backs from the other night that weren't going to be available. One pulled through for me, and on top of that, I'm just losing slight track. Then something else happened. But what I want to say is it's been difficult, but what's the credit to the boys in there is the ones that have come in again today, some slightly out of position, but some who haven't played in a long time, and they've given a performance like that, and that's there. That's up in the mind. You can talk about physical fitness and you can talk about different things that involve in the game and ability and stuff, but that's all there. That's the mindset of wanting to do it and going through that pain barrier and running that extra yard, and that's exactly what they've done there. And you have named a few: Franklin Domi and Alex in the middle, Stewie who come back in today, Anthony Stewart at the back, incredible. Dallo who's had to patch himself up, absolutely incredible. Lukey who's been in and out so much because of an injury he's carried. I thought Toby was absolutely sensational today in the midfield as well, and we've named some other individuals already. I could go through, I'm not going to stand here and do it because it looks a bit stupid, but I could go through every single individual that started, come on or didn't come on today, have all played a massive part for me and were all absolutely sensational.
Just finally from me, you talked about personal stuff going on in your life away from football. How heartening is it to see the way that the team are performing under you, and obviously fresh in the hot seat here at Ebbsfleet United, 3 games unbeaten. Are you enjoying it or finding a way to?
No, listen, it's my life's different. I cannot shy away from that. My life is very, very different. It all happened in a whirlwind and over Christmas, where so much is going on anyway, and it was a very difficult start. Let's not shy away from it. It was a very, very tough start on paper, but also with results, and I knew it was going to take me time. Nothing changes overnight, as they say. Rome wasn't built overnight, but it isn't yet. It takes you time to stamp your authority and put into the team what you want and instill it into the team, and I believe I'm slowly doing that. What I'm now getting back from the boys fills me with confidence and makes me proud and gives me a lot of pride, and I think they're getting the same on the opposite side, and all of a sudden it feels together. It feels like a team all of a sudden, and that's exactly what I wanted to do, and that was one of my first tasks to do, is to bring the good feel back, bring the team mentality back, and bring the Ebbsfleet United back. And I'll say it again, bringing that feeling back around the place. So with all that, on top of that, as you say, we had the family situation, and we are a big family and we're as tight as you can get, and losing my granddad, obviously my dad's dad, is as tough as it can get, because he was the father figure, the king of the family, and that's exactly what it is. So I've had that all bubbling in the background, but luckily I've got support outside from my family and my wife, but I've also got the support within the football club from really, really good people. And my assistant knew my granddad, so he's been there every day for me, but all the other staff around the place, the players, everyone knows the situation, and we all go through this. It's not just me, but it's been a difficult moment and a difficult time that I've had to dig even deeper through this. But he came to pretty much every single game up and down the country. He's been in every director's box in the country, even Club Wembley he's done, but all the top from Premier League all the way through, you name it, he's been there. And he just about got to see me manage from his front room. And but one way or another, I know that rather than standing on the pitch and looking to my right, finding him, I now know that he's standing right behind me, or he's with me right behind me, looking over me from above. So I take pride in that, and every single, I was even looking today and looking up to him, because rather than sitting in the side now, he's looking from above, and hopefully I can keep making him proud.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Nice one, thank you.